So one of the main obsessions of Napoleon, like any leader, is how is he going to manage the succession? And the dominant idea of all of society in those days was that you would hand on your way of living to your son. This was the same for kings, for the aristocracy, for professional people of all kinds. And so this notion that you needed to have a child to pass things on to was absolutely crucial. And of course, in spite of the revolution having thrown over monarchy in France and decimated the aristocracy, with new ideas of equality of all people, they still hadn't really come up with a workable way of legitimizing succession other than through inheritance. And Napoleon himself felt exactly the same thing. And as entwined as he was in the branches of his large family, which for him was the fundamental assumption about organization, inheritance, having a son to pass on his rulership, was absolutely fundamental to his concerns. It dominated the large part of his rulership, and it led in the end to his divorce from Josephine, his remarriage, and having at the end a legitimate son to whom he felt he could pass on, although of course it was utterly hopeless. Once he lost power, there was no one going to give over legitimate rulership to this 1.5-year-old boy. In the end, it was lost, and he wound up on St. Helena without either power himself or having passed this on to the future successors.